And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with the Game Boy Geek.
Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Today we're going to be avoiding bad luck. We're going to be avoiding those treacherous black cats that are always walking around and just staring at you. We're going to be avoiding broken mirrors. Ugh, it's like nails on a chalkboard. And we're going to be avoiding people walking underneath ladders, all those bad luck symbols. Today we're looking at a card game called Friday the 13th from Yellow Games here in the United States. From 3 to 6 players, plays in about 30 minutes. Was originally a game called, I believe, Poison, and then rethemed to Baker's Dozen, and now to Friday the 13th, designed by Raina Knizia. Let me show you how it's played, and I'll see you on the other side. This might be a starting hand in Friday the 13th for a 4-player game. Now in this game, these would be in your hands. Nobody else would be looking at these cards. And there's sort of 3 types of suits. We have black cats, we have broken mirrors, and we have people going under ladders. And we have a 4th suit that's sort of a wild type, which is the Friday the 13th card. Now it's really cool that the different numbers of each suit all have a different piece of artwork on them. So look at the cats, and then you look at the different mirrors there, and we see a broken mirror, and we see someone looking at a broken mirror. Oh, they all look so different. These two are the same because of the same number from the same suit. And you look at some of these, and it's just cool that they took the time to do different artwork and all the different numbers of each of the suits there. Now how this game starts is somebody plays a card of any of the 3 suits in a line, and they just call it the total number that's in there right now. So that would be 2. Now the next person could play any of the 3 suits or the wild Friday the 13th. We'll get to those later. They could maybe play another one of the same one, and then they would add these up and they would say 6. And the next person might play the broken mirror and say 1. Each of these has its own sort of line that they're building up. And so the next player might play a cat and say 2. So we have all 3 suits out there. Somebody else the next player might play a bad luck, the lucky 13, the unlucky 13, and now they say 5. And this continues because you have to play the cards on the exact suit, and this is 13. Now as soon as something gets to 13, it's kind of in danger because the next time someone plays a card there that goes over 13, let's say even just that, what they do is they take all the cards that were there prior and put them face down in a pile, and that starts sort of the new round, if you will, of that suit. And this continues through the whole time until everybody's gone with all their cards. They keep playing cards and saying numbers, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 5, 6, 7. Maybe this one is 9. And then this one's stuck at 13, and then someone puts a 1, and then they have to take all these. Maybe the same player that took it before, and I'll tell you why they would do that in just a moment when scoring happens. And so this just continues until everyone has played all their cards. Again, as soon as something gets over 13, they take everything from before it, put it face down in front of them, and then once all the cards are gone, we do final scoring. Now in this game, you want the least amount of points, the least amount of bad luck at the end of the game, and this goes on for 4 rounds. So let's just say this is my sort of tableau at the end of the round. We flip everything face up because it was face down, and we look at this. Every single one of these cards that's of one of the suits is going to be worth 1 point of bad luck, unless you have the most cards from that suit. So let's say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 of these ladder cards, and I have the most. These are actually 0 points. So that's why once you start taking a certain suit, it might be good to continue to take it because it might be worth 0 points if you can get the most of them. So what I'm left with is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just assume somebody else had more cats, somebody else had more mirrors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, regardless of the value of the card. That's 5 points. And these are all worth 2 points regardless. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points for me this round. That would be the end of the round. You keep score. At the end of the 4th round, whoever has the least amount of bad luck points is the winner. All right, there is Friday the 13th. I love the artwork that Yellow's putting out these days. This is excellent artwork. The kitties are cute. Everything is cute. It almost feels like you're creating an animated video or movie when you play this game because the artwork is so awesome and cute. The gameplay itself is great. This fits the genre that I love, which is an easy card game to teach. I can pull this out with people that don't play games and people that play games, and they're both gonna like it. Because it takes 5 minutes to teach, but then there's a lot of depth and a lot of things. It's one of those games that takes you a long time to sort of master. And I love how it is simple, that you could play it pretty casually with beer and pretzels, but at the same time, you could play it very thinky and very quiet with some people that really like the game, know it well, and have a lot of experience with it. I like the decisions that you gotta make. Every time it's like, oh, which one do I play? Do I play this one to 13 to try to make somebody else take those cards? Or, hey, I've got a lot of cats already. I'm just going to keep holding these cards back until it gets just to that breaking point. I'm going to throw it over the edge so I can get those cats, because I know that those are going to be worth no points if I can keep them. And I love that battle. It's kind of like a tug of war between the other people, trying to guess what they have in their hands and trying to figure out, should I go for all of them or none of them? It's a very interesting tug of war there in this, and very interesting little light decisions to make. I love it. Highly recommend it. Friday the 13th.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.